Ugh.
I'm so sorry, Val77, that you had to go through this.
So I've
Then
played
again,
this.
I haven't actually.
I use my
But
friend's modded PS2.
I've heard things about this.
I
And
know
so
it's
far the
coming,
rumors are...
but every
Sorry.
time I see something, like any character in this game, like
What the fuck?
this game has a weird art style.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Metal Slug.
Citation... okay, sure.
Do you remember that movie, like, Team America?
Yeah,
I haven't actually seen it, but I know enough to know that this reminds me of that.
he looks like he's just wearing a mask. He does not look like he's Marco.
Yeah, they went with some weird, like, cartoon chibi thing, kind of?
Okay, I was half expecting Predator to attack him. What? Huh?
Tarma's a ninja, by the way.
The fuck? He's Japanese, so he's the ninja of the group.
I remember now, this intro was... Oh, god. This babyface Airy.
Eri, you look like a goddamn nightmare. Please cut the wrong wire. Please cut the wrong wire.
They're like living Bratz dolls or something.
God, yeah, this is Metal Slug LOL Surprise. If you say so, game.
Just trust us. Alright, yeah.
Oh yeah, this is where I guess they're establishing she's into cute things.
She's really adorable, and she has a gun.
Ah! Oh my god! Don't ever zoom in on her face like that again!
Oh, man. So I guess I should get into it. This game is known as Metal Slug. It was going to be localized as Metal Slug 3D and I believe Metal Slug 2006. And I forget which one had what. But, it never got localized. So, it has 3 names, but only was released once.
They had the
PS2.
audacity to pull the Sonic 06 thing with its title.
I say 06, I actually don't remember what year was on the title. I think it was 06. So...
That's strangely apt.
It is. I might have to double check that later. But, yeah.
I misread Garage as garbage.
I mean, this is where this belongs, really.
Hey, Tarma, get up. It's mission time.
Yeah, also, despite
Oh
it
my
being
God.
Japanese only, it is all English dialogue.
Good morning.
Well,
Commander.
Metal Slug has always done that.
I
suppose that's fair.
Mission time? It's probably just another case of bad intel. Morton's goons can't be this close by.
This voice acting.
How can you say that after seeing such a thing?
I mean,
We've been made.
given that it was never localized, but it has English voice acting, you can kind of just...
On us. Talk about trigger happy. Contact HQ. Request immediate backup.
Is this the room?
Kick it through. Then I guess it's all up to us. It seems like we somehow got hit.
Metal Slug of the Dead.
Hang in there. You've got to stabilize
Are-
this bird.
Oh
It's
my
no good.
god.
The pilot's been
Please
hit.
tell me Alan McNeil is in this. I need to hear how he
Bring us down in that
acts.
open
Oh,
space.
yeah.
I'm on it. I'm gonna make my own little surprise attack on Morton's forces. Set me down. Return to HQ.
I gotta do some behind the voice actors whenever,
You're going it alone?
whenever I get a
We'll go
chance.
back to
And I think I will, because
Time to regroup.
the slow part of the gameplay,
Keep an eye on it, Commander. That's up to you. Now hurry.
I'm hoping we can get through this without it being too bad. I remember it being
I'll get blasted
repetitive.
after this. I'm not talking about artillery practice.
Whee!
That's a nice jump animation.
I don't need a parachute like it usually has.
There's no fall damage in Metal Slug.
Fair enough.
Mission 1, start.
Oh no.
So,
Are you shitting me? This is... What the fuck is this?
it's It's Metal Slug in 3D.
They went full 3D. No,
Oh.
I thought this was going to be a 2.5D game that was really thoughtfully executed. I was not expecting this
You
to
weren't
be the
expecting
gameplay style.
Metal Slug 3D to be full 3D? Well, surprise. So you know what the greatest thing about a run-and-gun game in 3D is? Just locking onto everything and then just mashing square until it all dies.
Oh no.
Actually, forget this was a multi-console or not. I remember it on PS2, but
Well, I guess they got the... That was a POW guy, really? Well, they got the blood at least.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, again, not localized, so nobody.
Who
There was no way
tested this? Who tested this and thought this gameplay looked even remotely engaging?
What I remember about this game, and it seems to be partially true to my memory, is that it looks pretty bad for a PS2 game.
Yeah. This is 2006. We're at the end of this era, and this is the graphics we got.
Let me double check. I want to actually double check that date.
What?
Oh, yeah. 2006.
Invisible... not so invisible wall... What was that?
Oh yeah, they just put you in little cages.
You know, I have a better idea. Instead of, like, trapping you to convey the feeling of being in a 2D game, why not make it a 2D game? Wow, the POW guy got a haircut. Probably to accommodate for the fact that they can't seem to put too many polygons here.
I wouldn't be surprised if this game has performance issues. I don't remember, but...
How do you have performance issues when these are the graphics you have?
So, one thing that I do remember is that, so we have our ammo, and our handgun is infinite, of course, and we're picking up some heavy machine gun ammo. That carries over. Like, you know how in Metal Slug 6 you can kind of hold on to a weapon and its ammo, and kind of switch between a couple? In this game, you can just hold all weapons with any amount of ammo. At the very least, up to, like, a limit, so...
Resident Metal Slug.
You just have, like, at one point in your save file, like, when you get into the late game, you just have, like, all the weapons at your disposal, and you could just pick whatever you want, like, on the fly. Including different bomb types as well.
How... I want to be a fly on the wall when they were discussing this game. Like, did they know that fans would feel like they got stabbed in the ass by this?
There's also those weird, like, iron bar things, which I remember there's some sort of, like, unlockable system where you use those. I don't exactly remember how it works.
Oh, you have a life meter.
Yep.
I guess that's to be expected considering that there's 3 dimensions to be hit from.
It's to be expected considering they were just adamant about not making this feel like Metal Slug at all. Nice camera clip.
Who the fuck thought this was compelling gameplay? How did this make it to one region?
It does appear to be a melee button, if not just a melee attack when you're close to stuff. I forget, but...
Yeah, we're gonna need those coins for the crypt.
I can't believe I never picked up on the fact that this is Metal Slug that was released in 2006, so it's sometimes known as Metal Slug 2006, which is very similar to Sonic 06. Like,
Wow. I feel like this just exemplifies the issue of trying to modernize 2D classics. When you try to put that stuff into 3D, it looks stupid as shit. Look at those fish.
forgot, yeah, there's just a lot of, like, reused enemies and stuff. Which is, I guess, to be kind of expected, but...
It looked a lot better in the 2D games than this crap.
Well, yeah. Not
Also, nice Mega Man boss heads up.
Yeah, what? Remember how that happened at the beginning of a boss fight in Metal Slug? Oh, wait.
Okay, I thought that soldier was trying to recapture the POW guy for a moment. Like, it just becomes some farm thing where you can just trick the AI to keep recapturing the POW and rescue him again.
I don't know, it's weird because it's like, they try to just redo a lot of stuff, like the enemies and like their behavior and stuff. And, you know, remake all the weapons and the bombs and all that, but what the fuck is... Is it stuck? Going with the animation, I don't think it was supposed to be doing that.
It wasn't.
Wow.
There was no way that was supposed to happen.
Wow.
Oh my god. Collect, so I have a favor to ask you. If I don't make it through this, I want you to tell my family I love them.
Marco here. The comlink reception isn't any
Oh
better.
shit, instead of a military walkie, I accidentally picked one up from Walgreens.
Can't you hear me? Marco here. I told you I need to destroy all of Morden's jamming devices.
Oh, look at his face and neck.
Morden's forces?
I could probably make a better looking Marco model than this in Graffiti Kingdom.
I think this is how this game was made. I can't say that, it's not fun.
Hey,
Yeah, Graffiti Kingdom has better combat than this.
Oh, man.
Time to play Command & Conquer. That would be a lot better than this. Oh, there is Alan. I can't wait to see how he hears. And sounds like, wow. This game is giving me brain damage. I do love that how they have like all these tanks and then they just have those two out because they know they're a lot better than their war machines.
I mean, yeah,
Right,
Aerie just doubles the amount of bombs whenever she finds them.
Send in our atomic bomb. You mean that? No, I mean Aerie with her grenades.
Oh yeah, Tarma sacrificed himself?
Sadly, it didn't play his death sound, which was like the best in the series. Because as a kid, it always sounded to me like he was saying, "Fuck!" Come home to mommy.
Come on,
That's-
boy.
That's bullshit. They were supposed to take 3 hits.
Yeah, so Tarma just performed the Metal Slug attack, but he stayed in the vehicle, which was... I mean, spoilers, he's not actually dead, but yeah.
Well, what happened here is a perfect metaphor for Metal Slug as a franchise after the arcade games.
Look at his little baby face.
Yeah, the POW guy definitely got the worst model. My god.
you're great.
Citation needed.
If you could tolerate this game, you're good at something, I guess.
You have the patience of a saint.
Major Rossi, are you okay?
Oh, right, yeah.
I just got back. Just what's going on here? Report.
Yes, sir. Morden's forces pounced out of nowhere and wiped us out. Our forces have all presumably
What?
presumably been annihilated. Our government forces have practically been decimated.
Regulation of traffic.
How could we have failed to sense such a large movement of Morden's forces?
I don't know, sir. We weren't able to sense them until they were right
Who
on
gave
top
Morton a
of us.
budget this
Our
time?
sensors finally picked them. It was already...
Where's Tarma? And Sparrow's area at Theo with those...
What is with this guy not completing his sentences?
They did intercept Morden's soldiers, but we lost contact with them and they're missing.
We lost contact with them, and they're missing.
Does this still work?
Yes, sir.
Then I'll take it. I'm going to pursue Morton's soldiers. I want you to rescue the hostages.
Yes, sir.
I forget, like, the Allied soldiers are just like, this is the, the Morden army, but blue.
Mission 2, start!
I'm pretty sure that cutscene is what having a seizure looks like.
So, of course, there's a Slug gameplay, as...
Oh wow, this looks like absolute dog shit.
Yeah. I like the bullets, like, actually moving with the front of the tank, so, it'll just shoot the ground or the sky, because...
Playtesters played this.
Playtesters played this and we're like, well, it functions, that's about, all I need to do.
I like how this is just such a difficulty spike due to how badly this is designed.
Honest question. Is Sonic
Yes?
Adventure better than this?
Yes!
Okay. Just,
In fact, I'm notorious for being a very outspoken critic of Sonic Adventure. I apologize to Sonic Adventure after seeing this. It is the much better attempt at modernizing Sonic than whatever the fuck this is.
I don't know if it's any better than Sonic 06, though. That's pretty hard to say.
Yeah, I'm torn. Or Shadow, for that matter.
Oh, jeez. Safety driving.
I
Jesus
apologize
Christ.
to every bad thing I've said about Tails and Robotnik in Sonic Adventure 2, because it's not this.
Yeah. Honestly. Oh wow. What the fuck?
Mission 2,
Oh my god, no. Isn't this long plays? Like longplays.org? Yeah, it's the world of long plays. Okay.
I guess not every, but... Oh, thank God that other player's not playing it. Imagine this video being like 5 hours of trying to shoot every nook and cranny for POWs.
For a second I thought you were gonna say it wasn't played by the guy who was always getting like freeze frames of like Ares tits or something.
I don't want to imagine people getting off on this game, considering how horrifying everyone looks.
I don't think you have to worry about that. Oh, we could just
You could have skipped all that!
That's a good point, yeah, you just... It's a tiny car.
You know, as an American, I am proud that I got to skip the existence of this entire game until now.
Let me tell you, you're not missing much by playing it.
Yeah.
I think I 100%ed this game.
Why?
I don't know. I remember there being an unlockable that I wanted to bring up. Because I think you get it from, like, either just beating the game or unlocking a bunch of stuff. But, one of the selectable bombs that you have is the Monolith, which just has infinite ammo, so it's ridiculous. But it's literally just like, you know the stuff that the boss drops in the Ten Commandments fight in Metal Slug 3? Like, that's just a bomb that you have.
That is actually really cool, given what we're looking at,
Yeah, it's...
but it also feels ghoulish and cruel. It's like giving me Metal Slug 3 memories, but it's in this piece of shit.
It's like the one good thing I took away from this was that you could drop monoliths on people.
Ooh, they just dissolved into blood.
Oh, you have to
This
fight
is
things
House of the Dead
outside of
2.
the invisible wall that you're stuck behind. Great.
This game was... Are you sure this was, like, by SNK?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, this was post-Eolith, so whatever you want to call the 2001 era.
3D. Who developed this piece of shit? SNK Playmore. How depressing.
Yeah.
At least Samurai Showdown Sen can get sort of an excuse because they weren't developed by SNK, they were developed by... I think it was the same people who brought us Countdown Vampires.
Right. No, but they have the detail of the bank sign with the letter K is falling off, and so... That's great. Like, just look how square everything is.
This looks like it was, like, made for the Sega Saturn, but then, like, the emulator just put a bunch of filters and resolution hacks on it.
Yeah, like the models don't look like PS1, but they don't look good either.
I'm depressed that this is on the PlayStation 2.
This was a late PS2 game as far as I remember. My timeline's pretty screwed up, but... Well, I mean, yeah, because it was 06, so that was Sonic 06, so
Yeah.
fucking the next gen was already coming out.
Like, my god, I thought that fucking Neopets video game looked cheap as shit.
And again, like, the gameplay is really just... You hold the lock-on button, and then just mash square until the enemy is dead. Like, it's so fucking bad. Also, yeah, the way they reuse enemies is kind of weird, too. It's like the camera enemy was back. It's like, just out here in the store.
Also, I love because they don't know how to do 3D stuff correctly. They have to have, like, a circle where the bomb is going to drop.
Yeah.
Which begs the question, why not make it 2.5D? Why did they do this?
I mean, honestly, that's like the one thing I'll give them is, like, you really... I mean, you need indicators to show where that shit's gonna be, otherwise it really wouldn't be fair, but, it's just not Metal Slug. It's just weird.
Because this player's not above showing death, I was really nervous about them being at 1 life point.
Yeah, same.
That mission complete just made me breathe the biggest sigh of relief.
Also, yeah, this game is pretty cutscene and heavy for, again, Metal Slug.
Remember how Metal Slug did show and not tell?
We're next gen now, kind of.
Major Rossi, it's me. Strategic Intel Agency's Materials Squad.
Oh.
Ouch.
The direction.
It seems you're okay.
Major, what are you talking about? I wasn't.
Cuts away immediately to her standing up.
Warden's on top of us all of a sudden. HQ's in tatters, and I get no response when calling for backup. I was in the middle of eating, for crying out loud. That explosion scared me senseless. My meal went flying, and the dining hall lady.
Also, my eyes are a goddamn nightmare.
Any other backup?
Of course.
Compare their irises.
Transport helicopter. And the SB Project Labs that produces slugs is still safe. Oh yeah.
She looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid from hell.
So can we get our hands on some slugs?
Yes, sir. But with HQ gone, we don't have any.
I
parts.
love slugs.
So if you get your hands on any usable parts, hold on to them.
Are you old enough to be in the
Slug
military?
on the highway to the east.
Understood.
And then we need to get some intel. Anything at all, got it? I need info on Morton's forces. Then regroup the remaining squads, okay?
Ah, Major. Such an emotional reunion. And all you do is give orders? How about a little tenderness for a baby arm?
This game has no right to use the word emotion.
Yes, sir.
So get on it, Corporal Ekawa.
Yes.
There's no direction. Yes. It has that Japanese style of humor for sure, but
You're great.
But with horrible 3D animation?
and really weird directionless voice acting, English voice acting.
God, I am dying to see Alan.
I really can't remember if the guy from 4 is in this or if that's somebody else, but he's kind of like the side main boss next to Morden. Oh, your luck can go up. Great.
You have an upgrade menu. Is this fucking Devil May Cry now?
I forgot they actually have like unique stats.
There's perks in this game? Or they actually bothered to do that?
Oh, pellet I guess means like your pistol, like a little like pea shooter damage.
Which doesn't matter because you'll be able to stockpile every weapon anyway.
Sure are a
Pretty
lot
much.
here.
Although
How in blazes do they organize such a
our
force?
player seems to be a little conservative.
Major, do you read me?
Marco here. What do you have for me?
Okay. First, I discovered that Sir May Ogma Enterprises.
I remember this level looking the shittiest.
It looks like a bastardization of the first level from
Recall
2.
hearing of that company.
Sir May Ogma Enterprises is a very profitable company that's been at the top of the stock market for the past 10 years.
Look at me and my Control-C, Control-V employees.
Their technology is used in everything from laundry soap to space development. That would account for their unlimited wealth.
Interesting. That sounds
In
like
contrast to
enough
Morden's
financial
shitty
power
bottle
for the
rockets.
Army for Morden.
Yes, sir. And Ogma's collaboration doesn't end with finances.
Ogma's the primary provider of weapon development for Morden's army.
Oddness?
No doubt about that.
Well,
I think they mispronounced Amadeus.
I'm about to say,
another trouble.
unless I got the name wrong, but I'm gonna double-
Rock me Oddmus.
Major, why do you suppose they're helping Morden?
Beats me. Monopolization of the market under a Morden regime, perhaps. Entree into the field of weapons development, or maybe they.
No, it's Amadeus in 3.
Well, what's that got to do with us? Our mission is to put an end to the spoiler of world peace, Morden, and then wipe out his collaborator, Sir May Ogma.
I thought for a moment, instead of spoiler World Peace, he was going to say something like spoiler Game of Thrones.
Can you drop off a slug at my
Oh, it's
coordinates?
Agma.
I've got to secure a suitable perimeter first.
Okay, so that's a new guy.
Roger.
But it just kind of seems like a repeat of the guy from 4, which is easy to confuse considering they didn't establish either of them at all. But what is that noise?
A helicopter, I assume? That or radio. What's going on with that radio?
Yeah, I think a pterodactyl's gonna attack him.
It's a helicopter dropping bombs.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there is no doubt in my mind this game never got localized because this series is more popular in the West than it is in Japan, if I recall right.
I believe it, yeah.
People would not be happy.
No. God, like, everything here, like, the textures are really just super low res, and it's all just really square looking.
It looks like something made in Unity. Like, by an amateur.
Oh yeah, the POWs have great animations, too.
Also, I think that's the voice from 6.
Oh, yeah. Sounds about right.
Which is still a step up from whatever the hell the voices are for our heroes.
Good thing Ralph and Clark aren't here.
I would hope that they would at least have their maximum impact voices.
All right.
Armored Ralph shows up as a boss fight.
He just did a
He just shakes his head while he shoots the gun.
He did an idle animation right as soon as he stopped firing for like a split second.
I love the head shaking. They don't know how kickback works.
Oh.
Why is their helicopter the same as Morden's but colored blue? It just makes me keep thinking that he's gonna attack you.
I mean, their soldiers are also the same way, so it's definitely laziness.
It's hot.
Fuck your Metal Slug, I don't need it.
Can you bring me a Metal Slug? No, on second thought, these things control like absolute ass.
I'm actually trying to see if, like, what enemies are new in this game. In terms of, like, the tanks and anything else. I think the stupid-looking, like, hot air balloon thing was new, I guess.
You see, because the classic Metal Slugs wouldn't have something that's stupid looking.
Heavy machine gun.
I do remember one enemy that makes an appearance in one level, but I won't spoil the surprise.
I'm sorry, are we in the Middle East or are we in Camelot? What is this music?
Thank you.
I was wondering if there was a different composer for this than from, like, 4 and 5, because it's got a little bit of that feel, but not nearly as good. Oh, good gas. That's helpful.
They actually thought people would want to suffer the slug. Short-haired POWs are just way too weird. And the most insulting thing is you know why they got a haircut. Like fuck if this game's engine would do long hair.
I mean, they would do long hair, it would just not have any physics because, you know. Damn, it's hot.
Wow, that's stance animation. Oh no, we're now playing as Muzzle Flash.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so this is a threat, I guess. So glad that helicopter blade didn't lodge itself in the POW guy's head upon impact.
Like, I don't know how you would do this concept in 3D aside from maybe like an overhead thing.
I don't know why you should. Like, the thing about run and gun games is, when you add a third dimension, it becomes next to impossible to really replicate the frantic action.
Yeah, with taking a lot of liberties.
You just have so much more open space, as opposed to the cramped confines of the two dimensions. I guess the best you can go is like Neo Contra, where a lot of the action is overhead.
Like, I know we we went through all the whole, like, you know, start of the 3D Sonic franchise, but, like, honestly, I feel like Sonic Adventure 2, at the very least, does, like, 3D Sonic a lot better than this game does 3D Metal Slug. Like, I feel like that they made an honest effort to make, like, that transition, where it's like, you're playing as Sonic, and it's 3D, you don't have, like, the branching paths or whatever, but it's still, like, fast-paced platforming. Whereas, this is... like, it doesn't have anything... like, it hits on a lot of the same beats, but the actual gameplay is just, like... you can just lock on and fire.
I'm not even sure if they did try.
Yeah, I suppose that...
It's like the dev team knew this concept was dead in water and just threw out a game for SNK Playmore's executives to shell out.
Damn, it gets hot.
Damn.
Rocket launcher. Damn, it gets hot.
Oh, hey, I guess you do have manual aim, but,
Oh, we have a Resident Evil grenade launcher.
I can't wait till you see what the new weapon is.
Damn, it's hot.
I mean, grenade launcher's relatively new. I mean, we had Super Grenade, but that was kind of a mini rocket launcher.
If I remember correctly, I think every single weapon type shows up in this game too, except for maybe the sword from 6. Like, I think they hit every single one of them, including a dual machine gun.
You would think this game would actually be able to do the Zynet's sword correctly.
Maybe it did, I actually don't remember. That's the thing is, I don't actually remember when this came out in relative to 6. Because for all I know, like the POW sound like came from this game and not 6. Which is weird they would reuse the POW sound but not the announcer?
It just stabs at me that they have this red blood wall to trap you in instead of, like, design this stuff correctly.
Yeah? Oh no, we got the yellow wall.
I'm not into piss. This game probably is, though.
What's the yellow wall?
It's trying to show off its amazing graphics by having more than one possible color. I imagine, like, the back of the game's box features that they try to, like, sell you on probably translates to things like, has more than 2 minutes of gameplay and is in full color.
We have 3D models. Not good ones, just have some.
This is literally, like, just make you press the shoot button for a minute. Like, there is no challenge to those helicopters. There is no reason that stuff is here other than to pad out the game.
It's made by somebody who I feel like really doesn't understand what makes Metal Slug good, which is kind of funny because it's made by SNK.
Enemy chaser, rocket launcher.
Not sure why our player is so cautious. Then again, it does look like dying in this game can be a huge pain in the ass. I don't remember if you have to start the room over or the entire stage over, but I'm gonna assume that there's checkpoints. Oh, yeah, checkpoint. Duh. Answers that question. Like, not even the graphical style, the actual level design is just... just whatever.
It's barren. They just winged in these levels, put you in walls, and then just threw a bunch of enemies at you and hoped that this would constitute as an action game. I just realized that's supposed to be a lake. I thought that was just like wasteland. No, that is water.
It's like little oases. Oasi?
And I thought the water effects in Sonic Heroes were bad.
This is like playing off of that one like kind of mini boss from the first stage in Metal Slug 2. You know, with like the towers.
That or the first boss at Contra.
Oh yeah.
God, at least in Sonic Heroes, the water effects I was able to joke about being saran wrap for about half an hour in a Let's Play. This water is just nothing.
I like the strategy employed here. It's very creative gameplay.
Very well designed.
And yeah, again, you have every single weapon in this game and a new one. And you can hold all of them. Damn, it's hot.
Why does he keep saying that? Is that like some level-specific idol?
Yeah, it's this idle animation. They tried to redo that, but they made it way too common. Which I don't think would be as noticeable if there wasn't a voice line for it that he says every single time.
Imagine if, like, in Metal Slug 3, you were in that Yeti level and Marco just kept saying, "Damn, it's cold." Again, this is a boss that would have worked a lot better in 2D, but they decided to make it waste my time in 3 dimensions.
It was doing a lot of firing rockets into areas that I don't know if it could have possibly hit you.
Yeah, you were taking advantage of blind spots.
Yeah, but the blind spot was like, I don't know if there was actually a way it could have actually hit you. Because it was like way above you and shooting at a wall on the opposite side of the screen. Like, oh my god.
This is beyond amateur. I can't believe, like, an established company like SNK would shovel this piece of shit out. This is like Ninja Gingerbread Man tier of shovelware.
They were getting ahead of the Wii, I guess.
I'm technically the PS2 kind of already beat the Wii to the weird shovelware punch, considering that some of the dumb games you see on there, like fucking that frog racing game.
Oh, right.
Or that they had a fucking action RPG for Neopets.
That's fair, yeah.
That looks only slightly better than this game. But then there was like a good game based off a weird premise. It was Alien Hominid, which was a PS2 adaptation of a Flash game. It was actually kind of good. A lot better than this. Like, that was a much better tribute to Metal Slug than this Metal Slug game could ever hope to be.
We shot that one guy, mission complete.
We did it. We assassinated our target, a generic mook.